Alright, let's get to today's immunity challenge. For today's immunity challenge, I'm going to hand each of you a questionnaire about your fellow tribe mates. The idea here is to truly understand what you guys really think of each other. So answer honestly and don't discuss your answers with each other. Alright guys, the answers have been tallied. I'm going to ask you the exact same questions again, only this time your answers should be based on what you think the most people in the group answered. Every single time your answer matches what the tribe collectively thought, you get a point. And whoever has the most points by the end will win individual immunity. First question, who would you trust with your life? Answers up in 3, 2, 1. There were 2 correct answers for this question, and the correct answers were Sonia and Erkin. So Leanne, Sean, Erkin, all 3 of you get points. Next question, who is the funniest? Answers up in 3, 2. The correct answer here was Kaiten. That means Erkin, Sean, Dritika, and Kaiten, who answered himself, will get points. Question number 3. Who would you most likely want to bring home to your parents? Answers up in 3, 2, 1. The correct answer was Sonia. So Erkin, Dritika, and Sonia, who answered herself, will all get points. Question number 4. Who is the most energetic? Answers up in 3, 2, 1. The correct answer was Kaiten. So Kaiten himself and Sean, you guys will both get points. Who wouldn't survive on a deserted island? The correct answer is Dritika. So only Sean gets it right. Not even Dritika got it. Question number 6. Who do you have a crush on? This is a good one. Answers up in 3, 2, 1. The 2 correct answers were Sonia and Dritika. So Kaiten and Dritika herself will both get points. Question number 7. Who would succumb to intimidation the most easily? Answers up in 3, 2, 1. There were 2 correct answers, and they were Erkin and Leanne, which means Erkin and Leanne, you guys both get points, and Kaiten, you get points too. Question number 8. Who is the fan favorite? Answers up in 3, 2, 1. The correct answers were Erkin and Sean, which means Erkin, who so humbly answered himself, and Leanne, who also answered Erkin, will get points. Question number 9. Who is the most honest? Answers up in 3, 2, 1. There were 2 correct answers. Everybody got a correct answer except for Leanne. The correct answers were Erkin and Sonia. Question number 10. Who is always talking and talking and talking? Answers up in 3, 2, 1. And the correct answer was Dritika. So, Sean, Sonia, and Leanne, you guys will all get points. Second last question, question 11. Who has the most potential? The two correct answers were Erkin and Kaiten. Both Erkin and Kaiten, you guys will get points. And Sonia, you will also get points for answering Kaiten. Question 12. Who would squander the $500 prize the fastest? Erkin says Leanne, Kaiten says Sean, and Sean says Dritika. The correct answer was Dritika.
Oh, Erkin, why did you put me? I'm sorry, what? Okay, that's kind of like professional singing.
Kritika makes no sense. I feel like Kritika would say that.
So we were talking about makeup. So
You not see me talking about gambling?
no, I didn't do it.
I thought Leanne would buy like
I literally thought you were talking about gambling. I don't think you're gonna spend money.
This is the basketball game he was talking about.
But wait, who won?
What's the
Wait.
tiebreaker?
Overtime.
Only Sean and Erkin will participate. Using the exact same survey, who got the second most number of votes for the question, who would squander the $500 prize the fastest? Please raise your answers. You guys are both right. It's Leanne. Good job.
Stressful one.
What makes you guys think she would be the one?
Taylor Swift.
You told me that. That's why.
Okay,
Damn
well,
it.
squander means
Mouth
wait, but squander
Taylor
by
Swift tickets
definition
are
means
not a waste,
yeah, that's
okay?
not a waste. I don't know about that.
That's an investment.
Well, it's not a waste, but it's still expensive. Like,
Who cares? It's
you
an
can spend
investment.
$500.
Yeah,
If I was-
$500 on red.
I lost myself.
Right
now.
now.
Damn it.
Please give me the second most popular answer to the question, who is the funniest? Are you both ready? Who is the funniest in 3, 2, 1, raise.
Damn!
That
They're
is correct
sharing
too.
bracelets right now.
That's correct too.
And it is correct, I think so.
You guys are both wrong.
Yeah, I fucking did. I fucking knew it.
Answer was Erkin.
It was you. Yeah.
Please give me the second most popular answer to the question, who would you most likely want to bring home to your parents? Okay, you guys both ready?
Yeah.
In 3, 2, 1. Okay, we finally have a deviation.
I think I know who it is.
One of you is right, one of you is wrong. One of you is guaranteed a spot in the final 5.
Fuck that shot.
You think it's Stritica? Is that what you're saying?
I was just fucking. I didn't think that through.
The correct answer, or who got the second most votes, or who would you like to bring home to your parents, is Dritika.
Let's go.
Fucking knew it!
Congratulations, Erkin.
Everyone.
Guaranteed a spot in the final 5. Cannot vote for Erkin. Thank you for coming this week. I'll see you next time.
Awesome.
Might be unexpected for some people who will be hearing this, but I do plan on voting out Sean for this round.
After talking to like Leanne and Erkin, I think we're gonna vote for Sean.
I've noticed Kaiten is essentially by himself at this point.
Whatever survival risk or needs, I'm there. I was built for this. I'm a survivor.
So there's no point in getting him out for now. Leanne and Sonia, at least for now, they think we have a very good, great alliance even.
I feel like I've been sticking with like Sonia and Erkin like for the whole entire game essentially. I've never really broken their trust.
So I have essentially made myself an ally of every person since the merge.
Erkin has immunity, so he is okay with whatever I want to do.
Kritika and Erkin. Those are the two people who I talked to before this session.
Even now, I think all of the 5 remaining people will say that I'm their ally.
Eric, he's been quite quiet. He's a silent assassin. But he has actually recruited me for a bit of an alliance.
Which makes it quite interesting, and the way I can decide to play the game.
I think lying is fine. within this game.
Conversations I've had with Leanne and Sonia is twofold. First, that we're voting out Sean.
So my voting plan for this round would be to vote for Sean.
And two, I'm encouraging them to find the idol and hopefully play it today.
I mean, we'll look as much as we can today. I mean, it is the day of the game itself, so I don't know how much time we'll be able to dedicate, but we'll try our best. I think we really want to find it though.
But if she has the immunity item and she votes for me, then I'll be the one who gets eliminated. So I'm more worried about that.
Conversation with Tritica has been to vote out Leanne.
For Leanne, there's no specific reason. I have just noticed that she has been getting a lot of votes.
It's not the plan, this is just to make them happy. I didn't do any pushback on that front. So Leanne, Dritica and Sean will be voting for Leanne.
I'm going to vote for Leanne.
If all goes to plan, and everything has gone to plan for the previous 4 eliminations. Actually, every elimination since the merge, I've had my influence on every vote.
I am clearly the common denominator of always being voted out. I think it's literally been like 2 or 3 weeks where it's just like consistently been me.
And Kaiten will be joining Leanne and Sonia and I to vote out Sean.
I've come to the conclusion that I think the most optimal solution to the problem right now is Sean.
I think if you ask every single person in the game, they'll say that each week has been very random.
I don't know if I'm in danger this week.
Members of alliances are going out, such as Jasmine going out, Daisy going out, even Sean, who from the first week, him going out. No one knows how it happened, who made the decision.
I'm able to survive every week despite the fact that people are like always voting for me, and there's always like some way where I can like find my way through like staying for that 1 week. So I feel like my pitch would be like more so to like survival every week and then like sticking true to like my alliance. So yeah.
All right, well, let me start by asking you, Sean, what did you think about Daisy's elimination from the last tribal council?
I kind of knew this already because several people texted me to vote Daisy out. So it was expected.
Leanne, I have to ask you the same question for a second week in a row. Once again, you are the only person left in the game who received votes last week, because the other person that received votes was voted out, and that was Daisy. So how do you feel about that? And do you think you know who voted for you? And go ahead and say it if you feel comfortable.
I feel like now I just kind of expect always getting voted every week. Yeah, I feel like at first it was like, oh my god, like shocked. Like now it's like, I'm just like, I'll just take it. But like, I don't really know who. Actually, kind of do, but like, I don't want to say who.
All right, here's a question for the whole group. Raise your hand if you've been involved in conversations about who to vote out this week. So you 3 have been involved in conversations? You 3 have had 0 conversations.
Not much of a talker.
I don't really open my Insta.
So you guys were talking amongst each other.
We don't have to decide who to vote out. We just have the conversation. Who knows?
All right, I have to ask, who thinks they're getting voted out tonight? So everybody here feels unsafe to a certain extent, except for Erkin, who has the individual immunity. Only makes sense. There's not a lot of targets left, so fair enough. Are you ready to vote? All right, Sonia, you're up.
Okay, I'm voting for this person, not because there's any bad blood or malintent. I think it's mainly just because like the people I'm allying with, we kind of decided that, you know, we have to figure out who is kind of the next mix that, and I think this person is a very good player. So I think we want to get rid of him now so that later on it like leads to better chances for everyone. But much love, they're great, awesome. Okay, yeah.
I thought they were listening. I'm voting for Leanne to help obscure the numbers and ensure the remaining people in the game don't find out that I betrayed them.
So I have been voting for Leanne 4 times in a row. So why not?
I'm voting for Sean because he's been voting for me and he's a pretty good competitor.
Okay, I'll go tally the votes. If anybody has a hidden immunity idol and you would like to play it, now would be the time to do so. If anybody has a hidden immunity idol and you would like to play it, now would be the time to do so.
How? How is that even fucking possible? So ridiculous.
Yeah, exactly.
Leanne has played an idol on herself. Okay. The rules of Survivor state that if a hidden immunity idol is played, then any votes cast against that person will not count, and the person with the next highest number of votes will be voted out instead. This is in fact a hidden immunity idol. Any votes cast for Leanne will not count. I'll read the votes. First vote, Leanne, does not count. Leanne, does not count. Leanne, does not count. We still have no votes for anybody. Sean, 13th person voted out of Survivor, Western University, and the 5th member of our jury. Sean.
I mean, this has been a really fun game. I don't know how the audience will feel like watching it, but being part of it, it's an amazing experience.
If you are voted out tonight, how will you feel?
Oh, I feel sad because it's been 2 months already, and I'm pretty close to the final 3. And for me, the best part of this game is the challenge. I remember, like at first, I feel like the best part is the voting, but as I won the challenge 2 weeks ago, I feel like winning the challenge is way more fun than just not being voted out.
All right, shall we get to today's challenge? Once again, individual immunity is back up for grabs. For today's challenge, you are going to balance a ball on a cup. At regular intervals, you are going to add a section of either cup or plate, making it increasingly harder to balance your stack. If at any point your ball drops or your tower falls, you're out of the competition. Last person standing wins individual immunity. We'll draw for spots, then we'll get started. All right, let's begin. Grab your first stack, put your ball on there, and remember, you have to hold the bottom section, whether that's a plate or a cup. We are going to add another section. Now you're going to start to feel the difficulty kick in. This part so far has probably been pretty easy. As long as you can make the transition, you're in good shape. Start working your way there. Leanne is good. Vertica is good. Kaiten, you're good. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Erkin is out of this challenge. 2. Sonia's out of this challenge. Just like that. We have 3. Alright, we're going to get ready to add another section. You have 30 seconds. Vertica's looking quite solid. Never mind, Vertica's stack won't hold. Everyone else looking good. Vertica, you are out. Touchy will now join the others on the sidelines. No shot at immunity this round. Alright, we are going to get ready to add another section. Start making your move. Kaiten drops, Kaiten's out. Leanne has one individual immunity, guaranteed spot in the final 4.
Hey guys, so we were looking for my idol and we just found it, except I can't reach it. It's up there. Okay, let's see.
Oh my god. How did Frian put this?
I don't know how he did this. Yay! Yay!
So my plan for this week is to ensure I'm safe. I know for a fact there could be potentially 2 idols in play.
I also have an idol. I haven't used it yet. I don't know yet if I will because I don't want to come off too strong and be like, oh, like, I don't know. We'll see.
So I want to make sure a vote split happens where I'm not in the vote split. So I reached out to every single person.
Me and Erican had a huge discussion about who we want to vote out and how we want to go about in case someone had an idol.
Well, me, Sonia, and Erkin talked, and we were thinking like maybe someone might get a hidden immunity idol clue just because we didn't get it.
And I asked them to split the vote between Ritika and Kaiten.
Okay, I actually don't know if we're like splitting votes between me, Erkin, and Leanne, or if we're just like voting for the same person, because the concern is if one of them have an idol.
No particular plan in my mind right now. I'm pretty much just listening to what Erican tells me to do. My brain is not functioning at full capacity. He told me to vote for a person, but I forgot.
Kaiten voting for Sonia.
So I'll ask him again who that person is I'm supposed to vote for, and then I shall vote for that person.
I convinced Ritika that Sonia does not have an idol, and I'm very confident I was successful in that. And I told her that Kaiten and I and her will be voting for Sonia.
I am voting for Sonia.
So all 3 people, well, 4 people are taken care of. Ideally, if I was successful, none of them are voting for me.
Hopefully the people I have an alliance with don't vote me out.
I think I played a great game, and I'm surprised no one has actually wanted to vote me out thus far. I think I easily have the best game out of anyone in this entire game.
I feel like Erkin is very strategic, and he always like thinks it through, and because he like will talk before voting.
He's the biggest strategist I've ever. Like this guy, like starting was like 4 or 5 weeks ago. He was already like texting me like, "Yo, we should do this, we should do that." That's like the best way. And I was just like, dude.
Currently, I'm the only legendary player left in this game. I am the only person making the big moves.
Honestly, if he wasn't there, if he wasn't texting me about those nights, like I would probably not be here, one, and also I probably wouldn't take as much interest in Survivor. So he sparked my interest in Survivor.
I would say my experience so far we can maybe start from day one. I think day one coming in, I was like, oh, it's just like a fun thing. Not really too much like high stakes to it. Like I knew there was, of course, the prize, but like
They've been voting Leanne pretty consistently for the past few weeks.
I knew I needed to win if I didn't get a hidden immunity idol clue, just because, as we know, I've been like the one common denominator, like who people are trying to get voted out every week.
I think it's an anomaly that she's somehow still here. It's actually insane how many times she's been like majority vote and somehow she sneaks out of there. I don't know how she's been doing it.
We have been underestimating her a lot, and she has been proving herself.
But we'll see. Yeah.
Okay, well, let me start by asking Erkin. What did you think of Sean's elimination from last week?
Again, got very emotional as Sean waved goodbye. Especially, I would say in the merge, all of us can say we're well acquainted with everyone. So when Sean left, I think everyone felt a part of them leave that day.
Sonia, do you agree with Erkin?
I mean, I agree. I feel like, yeah, after like getting to know him through like Team Owl and stuff, and then after the merge too, it's kind of sad.
Alright, well, before we continue, Leanne, congratulations on winning individual immunity, your first ever. How does it feel knowing that you're safe tonight?
Of course, it feels great to be safe.
I do want to state the obvious, because everyone is thinking it. I feel like I should say it aloud. I think Leanne saved herself that day. If we look every single week, people are voting for Leanne, and I think that trend would have continued today.
Back to you, Leanne. This is the third time in a row I'm asking you the exact same question. You were the only person still in the game who received votes last week.
I mean, I wasn't surprised. It was just like, it's like a weekly thing, so.
After 6 weeks in a row of Leanne's name being written down, for the very first time, Leanne will not have any votes against her this round. Alright, Kaiten. My question is, what has been the most challenging part of this whole Survivor experience for you?
Generally speaking, I think the biggest challenge is when you have to decide, like pick somebody to vote for, and like you're getting these texts from people like, hey, we should go for this, and you're like, and it doesn't feel right to like gang up in a way on somebody, but it's part of the game. Fuck your feelings.
So, are we ready to vote?
Yeah, let's do it.
Alright, Erkin, you're up.
I will be voting for Dritika. Even though I am reluctantly doing this vote, it's a necessary insurance policy to help protect myself.
I'm voting for Sonia because Erkin told me to.
I'm voting for Kaiten just because me, Sonia, like agreed on it, and Erkin, yeah.
I'm voting for Sanya because I think she has the most opportunity of winning this game.
Oh my god, I can't even. Okay. So I'm voting for this person because it's so small amount and I wasn't sure who else to vote for, and I feel like I'm probably like the least close to them, so sorry.
I'll go tally the votes. If anybody has a hidden immunity idol and they would like to play it, now is their last chance to do so. Okay, I'll read the votes. If anybody has a hidden immunity idol and they would like to play it, now is their last chance to do so. Okay, I'll read the votes. First vote, Sonia. Sonia. That's 2 votes, Sonia. Dritika. 2 votes, Sonia. 1 vote, Dritika. Katin. 2 votes, Sonia. 1 vote, Dritika. 1 vote, Katin. 1 vote left. Katin. We're tied. Here's what happens in a tie. Sonia and Katin, you will not vote. Everyone else, you can only vote for Sonia or Katin.
Just voting for the same person I did, same reasons.
Go ahead. I can't be smiling during this.
You can, why not?
I had to vote for respect the player, but also as a friend. I had to be realistic here. I think there's a very high chance to move on and potentially even win the entire game. So I had to do what was best for me and vote no.
Hidden immunity idols cannot be played on revotes. So I'll read the votes. First vote, Katin. th person voted out of Survivor Western University and the 6th member of our jury. Katin. Katin, I'm sorry you have been voted out of this.
I've gotten to meet, like I said, didn't know anyone in here other than Daisy, and I'm walking out with knowing a lot more people. The people I met in Survivor, I often meet them in like the Ivy hallways, and we say hi to each other. That wouldn't happen if I wasn't in this, so it was a great experience. But if I don't win, I'll be very, very pissed because I need the $500.
My plan for this round is to obviously go for the big one, go for the victory, go for the W.
Just hoping to do the best I can in the challenge this week. I think that is what I'm just hoping for.
We're just gonna go with, there's not really much of a strategy here, just do our best.
My thoughts on the Katin elimination were interesting.
Like I've said, like the past couple of eliminations, I feel like it's really hard now because we all know each other a bit more. Katin especially, I feel like he's been a very vibrant personality in our little group.
Katin's elimination was kind of expected.
I guess it just came down to like who was left. Like I knew I wasn't gonna vote out Sonia or Erkin, so it really came down to Katin or Dritika.
I knew Katin had an immunity idol clue, and after his elimination, I found out he had 2 clues.
He's really like, you know, been the strong part of like the dynamic in our team and everything. So it is like sad to see him go.
I guess we voted out Katin because we thought he was gonna be really good at like Pong.
There's nothing against him, it just kind of was what was kind of left. So yeah, that was a bit about his elimination. Of course, it's never easy to see someone go.
The person that benefited me most in being eliminated was Katin, given his track record in being good in challenges.
I was just sad to see him go, but he put up a great performance.
He has become a good friend over the couple of weeks. So it was a sad elimination, but again, a very necessary one for us to win.
In terms of conversation, since the last round, I've really talked to Sonia and Erkin like I normally do.
With the cast members, I tried to encourage my fellow players to pick me in the unlikely scenario I lose the challenge today.
I've only really spoken to like Erkin and Leanne, and we kind of came to this decision that like
if I win, I'm taking Erkin. If Erkin wins, he's taking Sonia, and if Sonia wins, she's taking me. So we kind of set like this fair rule to make sure that like whatever happens, it's all fair and no biases in it.
Because we don't want to be unfair and like have them choose on the spot. I also don't want to have to make that decision in the moment. Like if I were to win, I wouldn't want to be like, oh, who's going to take Leanne or Erkin?
It was basically like if I win, then I choose Erkin, and if Erkin wins, he chooses me.
If I were them, I would not pick myself. So, which is why I've been practicing cup pong for the past 7 days. Each day I spent at least 90 minutes.
From the very beginning, we like shook our hands on being in an alliance. But he also did mention that our alliance can be broken if one of us decides to like betray each other.
I feel like there's no point in me really trying to reach out for conversations now because I already have my people and like we are, I guess, quote unquote majority, and so I feel like those are the people that I really need to talk to. And
my confidence for the challenge, I think I will win.
I'm not like super confident, but I'm not like low. I don't have like low confidence either. Like I'm very much in the middle. Like we'll see how it goes. It could just kind of be like by because of this day. Like who knows? Like it just could be like a toss up. I don't know what their skills are.
I mean, based on the previous challenges too, coordination is not my area of expertise, but I'll try my best. Yeah, that's all I can really do. I'll try my best.
Today's challenge is simple in both its nature and its execution. It's called Hand on a Hard Idol. The challenge is to simply keep your hand on a physical manifestation of an individual immunity idol. The last person remaining with their hand on this idol will win individual immunity. If you take your hand off of the idol, or if your tower falls, which it can because the ball will be at the base, then you're out. If we have to, we will make the challenge harder and harder as time progresses. Alright, we'll draw for spots, then we'll get started. Alright. So although you can't move your hand, you can move your feet. Just keep your hand on the idol and don't let go. The last person standing will win individual immunity.
I'm not dropping. I've committed 12 hours to this challenge. From 5 to 5 a.m. I've regulated my caffeine intake to make that possible. So, whether you get out now or 10 hours, nothing changes. You wasted your time. So, take back your time. And by the way, one of you is guaranteed to move on. 2 of you actually, if we If you're confident it's you, maybe you should leave.
Okay, at this time, to make the challenge a bit harder, I'm going to ask that you cannot put your other hand on the table, and you can't touch anything that is currently on the table either.
I do want to remind ourselves of a very important fact. Leanne, we had told Leanne what the challenge is, whether she consents. Because consent is very important in a life.
The way you worded that was very interesting.
And because of that fact, that Leanne, we had to tell her about this challenge. And you know what she said, Jyotika? She said, that's hard. No one is going to last longer than 20 minutes.
I literally do not think I said that.
Yeah, you did. Sonia? Well, she did. I'm happy to show the text message. I have an ankle injury. I can feel the pain as we speak. I'm not saying mine is worse than yours, I'm just saying Frian and Sonya are able bodies. Any reaction?
Don't shake the table.
Wow! You lasted what hour? Damn it!
I'm not sure if I recorded because I didn't expect it.
What time is it right now?
Can I use this clay?
Yeah.
For garbage?
Oh, you're out.
What? Oh, she touched the table. Accident.
You know how it happened to me, Sonya? No, you can relate.
Sorry.
It's okay. That's not me. I didn't realize.
Neither me too.
I can't wait to sit down, guys.
All we have left are Leanne and Ritika battling it out for the final immunity. Who do you get? Just by yourself, or do you see any other good?
What now?
That's it. No, that's it. That's not.
Damn. Okay. Tragic. I couldn't fix it.
Ritika
I couldn't
wins
see
her
it.
first. Congratulations on winning individual immunity, your first ever. Getting everybody, right? Ritika, what's your thought? Why are you going to choose the person that you're choosing to take to the end?
Why would be, I would look at how they've played the game till now and then choose.
So you're choosing the person who you think played the worst game so far? Is that what you're saying?
Someone who has played a good game and deserved to win top 3.
Who are you taking with you to the final 3?
Everything.
Okay, that means
Sorry, it's just funny for us.
after 70, 80 something days of playing this game together, Leanne or Sonya, one of you are going to come just short and not make it to the final tribal council. You have until I finish setting up these cups to prepare mentally, and we're going to play here. You're ready.
Who's still in? Me, Ritika.
Yes.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's intense. I can feel the chills.
Oh, that was close. That was actually close. It almost went. Yes! Shut up for him. Actually, the biggest off. Like, oh my god. Let me play. I have lunch. Just try
I'm trying to look at it.
Driving.
Even though I would love to, I can't.
That's what Frian said.
Yes!
No, I have to. Sonya, think about what works for you. And then that's okay.
Two different strikes.
That was good.
Yes.
Oh, almost.
So it's neck and
Neck. Wanna do it?
Oh!
That was so good.
Oh!
Like I'm so thirsty.
No, don't look back.
In the initial survey that you had sent out, I think I voted that I would be like the second to last or something. Obviously, with this game, you're voting people out, you're like keeping stuff from others, like in terms of your plans and stuff. So it's hard to be super honest all the time, but I think I tried to keep it real and like, you know, just come out of it with like good friendships and stuff.
Alright, welcome to your final tribal council. Congratulations on doing what 15 other players couldn't do in this game. Get to the end. You survived the early tribe stage, you survived the merge votes, you built your jury, and you now are getting through this final push called the final tribal council. This is the last stage. Tonight, the power shifts to the jury. 7 people that you had a hand in, either directly or indirectly in voting out, will now determine your fate. Okay, let's get started with our final tribal council, and let's start off with our opening statements. Thritika, you have the floor.
Alright. Hi, jury. If I was not friends with you before this game started, I feel like we have developed a friendship over the last couple of weeks. The reason why I want you to vote for me starts with I have been serious about this game since the day one. Let the capabilities of the 3 of us influence your voting decision, because I feel like in the end it's a game. I feel like if you vote for me, I want it to be because you like the way I've been playing, and also I'm the only one who has been able to find 3 idols in a row. I have only played 1 idol for me, and all the other idols I've played for someone else. So if that kind of influences your decision and changes your mind. But yeah, I just want to say take that into consideration, and don't let any preconceived notion kind of influence that decision. But yeah, thanks for making the time and for voting for us.
Erkin, you're up next.
Hello folks, I want you to take a look to your left, take a look to your right, and just how far each one of us has gone. We went from 18 people, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, and then the final 3 people over here. It's been a challenging journey. You have to think, was there a strategy in place that you were not aware of, helping push the goals of one particular group, specifically the Geese tribe, to go week after week and continue our trajectory into the top 3. So essentially, what I hope all of you have realized, and we can dive a bit deeper in the following 2 stages, that even if you weren't aware, a strategy was placed week after week.
Leanne, you're up.
Hey guys, thank you again for being here. I know that it's hard finding time for all of us to meet, but to kind of talk a bit more about my game and kind of what has kind of led me here today, I can kind of break it down into like 2 areas. First being like my performance, and then secondly like the strategy behind that. As we can see in the reels, I have been constantly voted out almost being voted out week by week. I think ever since the merge, my name has popped up at least once or more. And I feel like that just goes to show why I'm here today, is because every week I know strategy-wise like who's gonna vote for who. If I need an idol, I can play it. So the first week I played the idol, second week the votes were in my favor, third week played the idol, fourth week won the challenge, and then I'm here today. I knew that even if I were to reach out, that nothing would like kind of happen from it if I were to like try to convince you to vote for someone, because we didn't have like that pre-established like relationship, right? And so I knew that if I just trusted in people who I knew I could trust, that would help me go forward in the game and utilize my strategy to bring me here today. So yeah.
Now I'm going to give you all a chance to cross-examine each other's statements. If there's anything that someone said that you don't agree with, now is your chance to combat each other.
So Leanne mentioned that for her strategy, right, how she didn't reach out of her comfort zone and her friends to kind of interact and kind of mingle and decide who to vote for. But I feel like if you have known me, you have probably seen me reach out to every single person who is in the jury right now to kind of discuss what we are doing and what the other person wants to do and take that into consideration. I'm not an IB, as all of you know, so it was really hard for me to come into this game where a majority of the people are an IB.
I don't think it's a matter of dedication. I think all 10 of us here were dedicated. We've all made sacrifices. Dritika's strategy going into this was not the optimal for her. She cut off her closest allies right in the start of the game. So aside from that mistake, we move forward in the most important round for Leanne, when she had 5 votes against her. I want you to ask yourselves why she knew to place an idol.
I guess I just want to touch a bit on like the relationship aspect that you brought up. I think the reason why I like, even though we're all friendly, like when we're actually here together, the reason why I didn't reach out like online or like via like DM or whatever is because it just sounds like really fake if I'm just reaching out like 20 minutes before like a game, be like, hey, like who are you voting for?
My goal was to also form allies in the game and not just stick to the ones I had. And considering about what, I did not put my blind faith in you, by the way, just so you know that. I think so Sean and Young and like Kaden and the other Sean and everyone here can attest to that. I didn't blindly put all my faith into you going in.
But then how come Sean got eliminated first? You lost all your voting power week after week. You didn't have much control over the direction we went. But then you also mentioned the immunity idols.
Yeah.
You got 3 immunity idols. Both, I haven't found a single immunity idol. Full disclosure. I haven't actually gotten a single clue.
You have.
Aside from
You have Team Geese.
The Team Geese clue, but Dritika had found that, so the clue was useless. Second idol, she placed on, if I recall correctly, to Sean. Sean was not going to get voted out that week. The numbers were not, they weren't even close. And the reason why Dritika decided to play it on Sean was because of me. I heavily encouraged, I gave her the perspective that Sean was going to be completely demolished voting-wise. And that she had to use the idol or Sean would go.
You didn't even know I had an idol.
Even though I knew for a fact Sean was never going to get voted out. So because of my my influence.
So that means you knew Jasmine was going to get voted out.
I did know she had the voting power to get voted out, unfortunately.
you didn't influence. You didn't even know I had the immunity idol because I very clearly remember after the vote out happened, you texted me saying like, I can't believe you had another idol, and I can't believe you played it on someone else again.
How much of that was influence to further gain your trust in the game, or how much of it was? Don't you think it was rather convenient that you wasted it on Sean? And
I don't think so. It was a waste. I don't think so. It's a waste because I feel like he won my unfit. I won like a loyal friend right down there.
Sean didn't vote for the same person you told him to vote.
Because that was the first. That was
2
the
weeks
week.
in a row,
no,
actually.
no.
So how much of that trust?
That the
was,
first week was. He didn't know who I was voting for because there was a miscommunication, and that was the week I played the idol on him, and he realized his mistake.
But the week after, immediately,
no,
when
he
you
didn't change
gained
his
your
vote.
trust,
He didn't change.
He didn't vote for the person you told him to vote.
No, he did.
All right, let's pause for a second. Jury,
We're just arguing at this point. So
raise your hand if you want to continue hearing this conversation.
Yeah.
Okay. Young is interested. That
No,
it?
Felix, you don't really have a cup. Okay. Okay, let's stop here.
Okay. At this time, the floor is open to the jurors to speak and to ask their questions that they've been thinking of. We're going to start with Sean Gu. Sean Gu, you're up.
So my question is, do you think you will win or not?
I think the point of Survivor is to vote for the person you believe played the best game. And I think I played the best game. Going from before the merge happened, my strategy was to keep as many allies as I could in my tribe and make sure I didn't get eliminated. Just jumping to the chase, that happened successfully.
So that is up to the jury, and I don't want to make any assumption as to what they think and what they believe, but I feel like I have contributed enough to this game. More than him, because he didn't even want to go out and find the idols. He thinks they're a complete waste of time, to be honest. And I actually went out of my way to find all of them. I found like literally one without any clue. I just went out of my way to find them.
But you didn't even use them. I didn't have a single idol, didn't get a single vote, and I had my strategy play out. You had 3 idols, you could have done game-changing moves.
I think so, I did some game-changing.
I don't think you did any game-changing moves.
I think when it comes to if I think I will win, echoing what they said, like it just depends on who the jury thinks played the best game in their eyes. I think I already talked a bit about my strategy and kind of what has led me here today. Like opposite of them, I did get voted like basically every single week. And I think that for me shows that like I'm willing to put in the effort to make sure I continually don't get voted out like week after week, finding an idol if I get the clue, making sure that votes kind of sway in my favor if I don't have the idol clue, winning the challenges if I need to as well for my own immunity. So I think, yeah, like in brief, like I've been fighting like every single week, and that's kind of why I'm here and why if you think I deserve to win, then yeah.
Jasmine, you're up.
Okay, so the question is, if you hypothetically didn't win, who do you think should deserve to win the 500?
Leanne, because she proved herself over and over and over again. I feel like if anybody deserves to win, it should be her because she proved herself enough times already that she put in that hard work goes a long way.
Okay, this is tough because I feel like you both played very good games. Almost like similar strategies in like maintaining relationships, not getting voted out too much. But I guess like the one differentiating factor I guess would be like the idols that you found. So I'd probably give it to you.
I would echo my support for Dritika, and the reasoning is I think her strategy was a lot more apparent to me than Leanne's, and even though I do think I played the better game, if I would award second place to Dritika.
Young?
Okay, so Erkin was the only one in the game who got 0 votes. I know you already talked a little bit about why you think that is, but I want to hear the other contestants' opinions on why you think no one voted for Erkin. So I guess we'll start with anyone but Erkin. I guess Frian can take it away.
Okay, I guess as to why he didn't get any votes, I think no one ever saw him as like too much of a threat to where like you needed to vote him out. I think he like formed like good relationships with people in the game. Just kind of like slid under the radar where he wasn't like, okay, like we need to vote you out like in the next week. So yeah, that's my reason.
I wouldn't say he stayed under the radar per se. I would say he knew how to use his connections going in. He did have a lot of connections. I know he like doesn't like to agree to that, but I think so he did have a lot of connections going into the game, and he just made sure he either uses those connections or uses the people who have those connections to kind of stay under the radar and not get.
So I think Leanne and Tritika had very good points, and the only thing that, aside from echoing what they had to say, I do want to say that another key part in making sure that happened was making sure there was division between people in the game, helping fuel that division to take the attention off me, and for the people that division was created on, ensuring that those people don't get voted out, so the attention never gets off those people.
I have a follow-up question to that.
Yeah.
You mentioned drawing attention on people. Was I one of those people?
You may have been one of those people, but one of those people, as you may know, is my fellow Final 3 contestant, Leanne. She, week after week, people were aiming to get her out, but she never actually got voted out. And that ensured attention was always on her, yet by her not getting voted out, that attention never shifted to other people. So that's what I have to say.
Sean Ma, you're up.
My question is, like, just give me one sentence, like, why do you think you deserve it?
So one sentence.
Yeah.
Okay. I fought every week to be here and stay true to my values.
Strategic gameplay throughout the game, ensuring my goals are always being pushed forward.
Utilizing the resources I have received and making sure I invest them in the people I kind of have faith in.
And last but not least, close it out, Sonia.
My question is, throughout the game, obviously like there's been a lot of instances where we've had to like maybe like lie to people or like mislead them, and you know we've talked about all your strategies and stuff, but I was wondering if there's anything throughout the game that you've regretted and what that would be.
I think so. I regret playing my last idol on myself. I should have saved it and used it on someone else instead of just playing it on me. Would have made it for a very better game, and I would have been able to save someone.
I guess for me, I think what I regret doing, what I regret not doing is like starting to strategize like earlier on in the game. I think I was just playing like, oh, like every week, like fun, here we go, challenge, you know what I mean? And so I feel like I should have like, I guess like taken it like more seriously day one. But yeah, I think that's one thing I would do differently.
I'm not going to say the specific name, but I will say I do regret voting this person out this early in the game. They are in the jury, one of you guys. And the reason I ended up voting for this person was not for strategic reasons. It was actually because of pushback against voting for my actual target that week.
All right, now I'm going to give you three one final chance to deliver your closing statements. So this is your very, very, very last chance to sway any undecided votes in your favor.
Okay, I think you've all heard my reasoning. Don't think there's too much else to add. You've heard my strategy, why I've fought every week to kind of be here. And I just hope that you vote with who you think play the best in your mind.
When you're writing down the name later tonight, make your vote based on who you believe played the best game. And I think based on our conversation today, I believe it was me. And I'm sure you would agree based on the level of strategy that was played so early in the game, yet ensuring that the strategy wasn't viewed as a threat, not getting a single vote throughout the game, and when other players had a specific advantage, ensuring that advantage was wasted.
Yeah, I think so. I've already mentioned the ways I kind of have played over the past couple of weeks, 2 months already. So I really hope that if that person you choose to vote for today is me, I guarantee I won't let that money go to waste.
All right, everyone, this has been a great final tribal council. All that is left to do is to vote for a winner. I'm going to give you all, the jury, a moment to think about it, and then we will vote. Alright everyone, this has been a great final tribal council. All that is left to do is to vote for a winner. Alright, Keaton, you're up.
This is vote to win, right?
To win.
I was reluctant to vote for Erkin, despite me being close with him throughout the game. But I think he is the person who is least likely to have voted for me.
I think that Leanne should win. I feel like she played the game how it's meant to be played. I feel like she was very genuine in everything. She wasn't trying to backstab anyone or betray someone, but she was actually she was fighting for her survival every single week, as she mentioned.
So I'm voting for Durtica, even though I think everyone is deserving to win, but I think the fact that she used the idols on other people shows that she's selfless in a way. She played a good game, and I think she deserves the $500.
Alright, all will get the votes. Erkin, Durtica, Leanne, jury, it has been a wild 70 days playing this game with you. Thank you all for playing this game with your heart. But in the world of Survivor, there can only be one true sole survivor. One person who outplayed, outwitted, and outlasted the rest of you. I will read the votes. First vote, Durtica. Erkin. That's 1 vote Durtica, 1 vote Erkin. Leanne. We're tied. 1 vote Durtica, 1 vote Erkin, 1 vote Leanne. Durtica. 2 votes Durtica, 1 vote Erkin, 1 vote Leanne. Leanne. Tied again. 2 votes Durtica, 2 votes Leanne, 1 vote Erkin. Leanne, that's 3 votes Leanne, 2 votes Durtica, 1 vote Erkin. That means this last vote is not for Erkin, it's either for Durtica or Leanne. The winner, Survivor Western University, Leanne.